Have you ever heard anybody say, raise your vibe, energy, vibration, frequency? So let's get to it. I drew these two characters right here. This one is a low energy, negative spirit. When I say negative spirit, it's a spirit in physical form because we absorb energy through others, which changes our spiritual vibrational frequency depending on what thoughts we absorb from that energetic spirit. Then you have this one that's high energy, positive spirit that just has all the luck, all the glory, all the great ideas, and just seems like it walks through life and nothing bothers it, and it's just amazing, right? Me, for instance, I grew up in a low energy, negative spiritual world I now call hell. Check out my book, When I Woke Up, My Bad Habits Led Me to Light, and I Changed My Reality, to see what I'm talking about. So we're on a growth mission here. We're trying to vibrate ascend into this spiritual being, from low to high. Most of us, I wouldn't say most of us, but a lot of us have grown up in hell, low energy, negative spirits. And this auric field going around it are this person's bad thoughts. That's why it's so low, which attracts low vibrational spirits or energy or people into your world. And that's your frequency. When you're a high joyful person and you're loving life and everything is great, you're going to repel this and you're going to attract this. This may try to creep into your auric field to put some of its thoughts within it, but you have a mouth and your vibration, when you speak to it, will immediately turn it away because that's how powerful you are. That's why people say money's just paper. It's an even exchange for work and services and stuff like that, or goods and everything. But when you understand that your energy and that you can attract positive people that probably have the paper, that can probably help you get to where you need to go, that's when you start focusing on being the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, because you want to get out of hell and into your spiritual heaven, which is whatever you think it is. So you have happy thoughts, which is a frequency, joyful thoughts, which is a frequency. And then once you understand that you are the universe, you are the world, you're just a fragment of it, creating your own experience in the physical planes of existence, and that your happy spiritual earth, your thoughts, puts you in a receiving mode of, okay, what do I want to experience? Where do I want to go? That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to go there. And when you go there, the universe will meet you, and then you'll meet your connection. It's kind of cool how it works. When I was traveling back and forth to China, I was thinking about 3D printing houses and living in China, all of this stuff. And it just seemed like every time I went out there, the universe brought me everything that I was thinking about, and I never knew this stuff because I was always here in my environment. That's why when you start to go on this growth spiritual mission, leaving your environment is key, because people that you've known your whole life, when they come around you, will say, hey, do you remember this? Do you remember that? Do you remember this? And that puts thoughts and experiences back into your mind, which gets you thinking about it again, which cuts you off from the world that you're trying to create and brings you back to the world that you're trying to leave. That's why you gotta be brave. You gotta understand that we are physical, spiritual beings in this physical body. We're only here for a short time, so let's have a good time, okay? So when you're vibrating, you're in the spiritual world already, and you're vibrating yourself into the physical plane. Now, when you're coming back down to the physical plane, you're like driving a car, you're walking, you're riding a bike, stuff like that. Calling somebody, you want to make sure that you're calling the highest vibrational person that you can think of that's going to help you get to where you want to go. You don't want to call fucking Jimmy over here that used to go fucking drink beers with and go do stupid ass shit. You want to talk to the people that are going to bless you, not curse you, right? So that's the whole idea. We're on a growth mission here. You want to expand, you want to grow, and when you recognize your thought forms in the form of people and events coming to you, and you're like, this sucks, I want something better, then you got to start being better. And then that's where it gets tricky, because if you live in a place like this, then it's hard to attract this to help you. That's why you got to go to greener pastures. It talks about this in the Bible. So when you go to greener pastures, it's easier to level up your spiritual life. And in this modern day with the cell phones and computers and all that stuff, people's attentions are not in the world, they're on the artificial world in their hand. So the crazy thing about this is there's still places on earth that you can go where people aren't on their phones all the time, which is like the Amazon, nature, Costa Rica, probably Thailand a little bit, but that's starting to get modernized. Everything is getting modernized with the phones, and people are becoming more disconnected than ever. So the whole idea is to not have that artificial vision in your mind, because it might take you somewhere that you don't want to go. But again, it might take you somewhere that you want to go, and then you plant yourself there, and then you grow. So anyways, there's so many different ways to really think about this, but at the end of the day, this is the way I see it. And from my experience from living the life that I used to live to the life that I used to live now, that I do live now, I'm a more happier, joyful person, and it seems like beautiful people just are always coming around me when I'm out doing my thing, and it's a beautiful thing. So anyways, if you want to be surrounded by beautiful people, beautiful spirits, beautiful dimension of reality, you got to change your vibe, change your frequency, and it's no guarantee that it'll make you rich, but it will make you happy. You got to find something to do that will make you rich, and hopefully this YouTube video will take off and I can do this. But in the meantime, I'm a drywall, steel stud, framing contractor here in Southern California. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm starting to get more comfortable right here doing this. I got a book for sale, and I want you to become the best version of you. And I'm going to continue working on myself, and that's my mission, is to create a wellness center where people can come, disconnect from their old reality, and start connecting themselves to their desired reality. And just remember, when you watch TV, once you turn it off, it doesn't exist.